I mean, what's been great is people have really like analyzed the trailer and like gone into details about how it's been shot, which doesn't usually happen for a trailer. So it's very flattering for us.
I'm just going with the flow, frankly speaking. When I made this film, I had no idea that, what people would like as an audience, what they would feel about this film and how they would react to it. And frankly speaking, I never had this idea that people would love the trailer this much. Ribbon is it's very metaphorical actually, and that is why we have a tagline: "Life between loose ends." Okay. So over here, what we are trying to say with Ribbon is like our lives are also very much like Ribbon. In a way that once we get married, like once we are married to our partners, we feel, or even though we don't feel, our parents feel that we are now tied with that strong knot of relationship, and it will be forever. However, as a couple, you go through various things in your life, and every now and then you feel like the person is not right for you, or you feel like nahi ab ho gaya, like let's walk out, or let's like you're not happy with the person. So in that situation, or there are many times where you feel you are not meant for this relationship. So there are times when you actually feel that is it the right relationship that you are in. So this tying of knot and untying of like loosening of those relationships, I was not able to figure out a very good title, because everything that I could figure out was very cliche. So that's how I came up with the title.
We live in in cities especially, we live in nuclear families. And like the other day, Kalki was mentioning that we end up expecting a lot from our partner because we don't have the entire family around for us. Like we only have you and a man and woman living together. So you expect your partner to be your parents, your lover, your friend, and your colleague, and everything. I think that kind of takes a toll. And also, I mean, now what has happened is that we are also going through, socially, we're going through an evolution phase of sorts. Because like 20 years back, even in cities, there was a set lifestyle. People would migrate, and the man would go and work, and the woman would take care of the house and stuff like that. I've grown up watching that, and most people I know have kind of grown up watching that. So, and now obviously times have changed, and we realize that both can run the house, both have equal place in the house, and both have equal say in everything. So then, as long as everything is going smoothly, it's great. But the moment there is trouble, your brain tends to go back to your past and of what you've grown up watching, and you want to be the man, and the woman wants to. So then again, that's one thing that our generation is struggling with.
Yeah, I think time management is a big thing. We just have so much going on in our lives, and the pressures of living in a city that's as expensive as Bombay. It's very difficult to give enough time to your partner romantically, as well as to your child and to your work, and be invested in all of them. So how do we balance those out, and how does the other partner help in balancing those out? It's like a game that we're juggling, and we haven't quite learned to juggle yet, and it's going to take a couple of generations, I think, for us to understand.
No, and also because I think previously, once you're married, it's set.
Yeah.
There was no way out, because people wouldn't think like that. And that's why they also didn't feel the need to work on their relationship. They didn't feel the need to, like I've seen a lot of these old people who don't get along. When I see them, they're married, but I see them and they're not happy.
Really are not.
They sleep in different rooms, they hardly speak to each other, and but this is not even a relationship, it's just two people living with each other for the sake of convenience. So now people don't want to do that. People either want to work on it or then let go of it and move on. So that's a struggle.
Kalki was my very first choice. Basically, when I was writing the character for Sahana, that was the time when actually I felt that I needed somebody who connects with the urban. Who you can figure out, okay, she looks modern, she represents modern India, she looks very urban, she represents our urban India, But at the same time, with all these confidence and modernity, I needed somebody who could also look very vulnerable, somebody who could also look at times very human and very much under the pressure what women go through. So yeah, Kalki was my first choice because I had just seen her film Margarita with a Straw and I felt that she's done an amazing job. So yeah, Sumeet was like, I went and I met Sumeet and I spent about an hour, 1 घंटा हम लोग बैठे and we spoke about many things. And then after I narrated my story, like I met him and I go with my instinct. I have very little, once I have decided, I don't analyze things. And I don't see pros and cons. If I like Sumeet, I like him. So when I met him, the first physical presence of his, I could figure out, okay, yeah, my Karan is engineer, he is like that, okay, he has this height, his everything was pretty much good. So then when he started talking to me, I felt he's very sensible, he understands where I'm coming from, and then he started telling me some of his very personal experiences, and then we were like, acha, theek hai. I don't think there is any message.
No message.
There is no message. It's a journey. Yeah. It's a journey, like it could be a journey of yours, it could be a journey of Bhumika's, anybody's journey. So it's Karan and Sahana's journey in a city like Mumbai, and
it ain't easy.
Yeah.
Shit happens and you have to clean it up.
Yeah. Actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, there are very few films that are, tracing the journey of two people over the course of years.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years, and like you see a little bit changing every year within themselves and their equation with each other, like it happens.
I guess it's also the up and down is unending.
Yeah.
That you shouldn't expect, okay, now all our problems
everything will be perfect. Yeah.
There will be another rough patch, there will be another great patch, and it will keep happening. It's like that. I think when I started the film, like the beginning of the film, Sahana is a lot like me. Very determined, ambitious woman who wants to, who has her way and kind of doesn't have a filter. She says what she wants to say and she expresses what she wants to express then and there. But over the course of 4 years, she changes a lot and she becomes calmer, but also more strong, but also more vulnerable. I don't know how to explain, but there's a clear change in her. So I guess that took time, and that was also mostly by watching other people with kids and how that mellows you down, because you were tired out by all that, and at the same time you find a new kind of determination, a more permanent sort of determination, I guess.
Yeah, I think for Karan it's the opposite, because when the film starts, the story, Karan is a lot like me, I would say, very diplomatic and doesn't like confrontation, that kind of person. And on the surface of it, it looks like, he's pretty sorted and he's got everything sorted in his head. And as the film progresses, you see him getting a little frazzled, you see him getting a little unreasonable at times, little, what you call, not so pleasant at times, little too confrontational at times. So yeah, it was fun to see what will happen to me in life at a later stage. I mean, I'm not doing anything different actually. I'm pretty much doing what I was doing. It was a bit of a conscious decision last 2 years I made that I wanted to focus more on films, and I had to let go of a lot of other work because I wanted to do films. The scary part about films is that sometimes they don't come out. Several of mine have not. So, but I still wanted to, and it's been great. This is again, Ribbon is the kind of film that I would have loved to be a part of. Also, I believe that when you start seeking something sincerely, then it kind of follows. So I was genuinely seeking this kind of project, this kind of atmosphere where I get to work like this, and where things that matter is what work you're doing rather than how much money you're making or how big the sets are or how big your vanity is, stuff like that. So then it came my way. It's a very serious film.
So many fun moments, changing nappies, stopping from babies from crying,
How is it
taking
shooting
babies
with a baby?
Hard work.
Hard work.
We had to.
It looked fun, but it is not fun.
You have to, yeah, really bond with the baby and pray that the baby will just, like your smell. Not cry every time you pick him up.
We played with goats because I was.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was trying to impress
Yeah.
the 4-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I thought I was in college. I'm wooing someone because she hated me, and I just wanted her to like me. So I said, "Let's go play with this goat. Let's feed her some leaves."
Yeah, I watched Frozen 20 times
Oh my God.
with her. Let's watch Frozen. Again. I am doing a web series right now in Delhi called Made in Heaven. Zoya's web series. It's a lot of fun. It's like rich Indian weddings that go wrong. So there's lots of scope there. And I'm doing a film called Scholarship, which actually we started at the beginning of this year, and it got stuck for money problems. So it has me and Konkana in it, and it's picking up again in November. So hopefully we'll be done with that film soon.
I am doing this film called Vireti Wedding, which is about rich Indian weddings gone wrong.
Copycat, yeah.
No, it's essentially about stuff that I can't tell you. And Ribbon is coming out, and I'm gonna start writing for this web series called Tripling. Write a second season for it.
I have I've almost finished first draft of my another feature film. So yeah, definitely a film.